Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Please, if I tag you and you are getting a lot of information, kindly untag yourself. I didn't do it purposely. I'm here to share the good news. Thanks, everyone, and let the show begins. Thank you. It's a long way coming, and as you guys know, good morning from Melbourne, Australia. The name is Jeff Osayande, the Ambassador for Peace. It was a very big, successful event we carried out in Abuja on the 1st of October, giving out sanitary pads and hand sanitizers and face masks to the vulnerable ones, the good ones, the mothers, the sisters, and every other ones that benefit from the event. And thank you, thank the manager of Lawrence J. Osayande Foundation, Mr. Evangelist Jim Omoruyi. He did a very, very successful job. Uriat, the CEO of Damilola Trendy House of Trend, and to Sydney, the manager, to Yanusa, and to Dr. Audu, Mama J, the lady that make it all possible, who carry out the consultancies. I have two doctors that was on the event. The DJs and all the supporters that came all around. From all the villages that came, we have over 1,000 people that was lined up in the venue. I'm using this opportunity to thank everyone and make it more possible. It wouldn't be possible without you people. You know, the school, the teachers that make it all happen, the social distancing we are all observed. People were happy with Lawrence J. Osayande, who financed the event, even though we have few donations all around the world. We have few donations from Nigeria. Thank you guys who donated from Abuja. Thank you people who donated from Benin to support the people in Abuja. And thank to the Vice President of Peace Federation Australia who donated money from here. Thanks to Marina from Sydney, it's a French national from Burkina Faso, who donated the sum of $200. May God continue to grant you guys peace. For those of you that their name is not mentioned, I also use the opportunity to thank you people. I know a lot of people, some people even put 100 naira, 200, 1,000 naira. A lot of people show appreciation for what we do. The concept of running a foundation, a lot of people don't know. And just like John Osagi Raleigh said, a lot of people don't know the concept of running a foundation. Foundation is a sponsored entity by the public. Those that feel the need to support what you do, those that have the godly feeling, the godly heart, are always going to come out to support your vision. But the people who don't have vision, they don't have the vision, are the people that constantly come on air and start abusing the people running foundations. We run foundations because we believe we can impact life. We run foundations because we believe we can give. And for those who support, because they feel the need to help the less privileged, to help the needy. That's why, because they have a godly heart. That's why they come out and support our work. But it's to be unbelievable to live in a society where so many hatred is being perpetrated. Your vision if your vision does not align with other people's vision, do not come around abuse what they do. The people who don't have it, they don't have the money, they don't have the transcendence, they don't have the agility, they don't have the ability, they don't have the mission, are the people coming online to abuse the people doing the good thing. Dionisaige's life, as I speak, yeah, he tried to enlighten people the need to have a godly heart. Some of us who carry the mantle in our shoulder to use our name to feed the public, to help to create impact in the life of others. It doesn't mean we are so worthy, so we are so rich. If you cannot do it and other people are doing it, please find it in your heart to support them, not to castigate our good work. Let's do the needful. Instead of us shouting on top of our voice, try to make a barbaric assumption of what other people do to impart life, what other people do to save life, what other people do to mature life. There are so many people out there today who feel the need of helping. They stop doing it simply because of the hatred people are perpetuating in the circle. Those people doing that are the most poor people in their heart. The people that have wickedness in their heart. They are so poor in their heart. Those are the people who go about spreading fake information about people running foundations. Our foundation is to impact life. We give our time, our resources, our energy just to make someone happy on the other part of the world. Nigeria today is doing 60 years of independence. You can as well go and create an independence foundation just to impart people's lives. You can call your foundation any name, anytime, any day. But when you see people doing the good thing, please support them. Support them. There's no point throwing jobs. We are not perfect. Some of us make mistakes. We go into politics to support our candidate. If we fail to win, does not mean we don't love people. If two people go on political spree to win an election and one loses, do not go around fighting the person that loses. Do not raise eyebrow. Do not raise shoulder. We are all still in the same playing field. The fact that your candidate win an election does not mean that somebody else have to pack out of the land. Does not make any sense. Because the life we live is what we make out of it. I constantly say to people that the marriage is a picture that is not yet printed. You know, people need to understand this. That's what I'm bringing this to the attention of the Nigerian people, most especially those people that live in Benin City, that live in European countries. Foundation is not about insulting people. Foundation is about imparting life. It's about changing life. It's about giving to the people. You know, just a minute. Foundation is about giving out to people. That's what. There's foundation for ammunition. There's foundation people set up in a war-torn zone. People set foundation for anything they think can impact life. People set foundation just to plant trees. People set foundation to go and fish, to take fish from the sea. People set foundation to shoot gun to kill animal in the forest. But our mission is to help the vulnerables. Our mission is to teach people hygienical process, what people don't know about existence. A lot of women were having issues in their marriages. Thank God I have two doctors who were able to impart lives in Abuja. You can't imagine That is a federal city capital. We could not broadcast live because there was no network. We have everything set up. We tried to use telephone, we use iPad, we tried to use a laptop. None of them were able to connect. It was an eyesore. But thank God we are able to take photos, we are able to take videos. So videos will be uploaded in due time, maybe as from tomorrow, where everybody have settled down, because my manager has to travel 9 hours from Benin to Abuja, coming back another 9 hours. That's to tell you how bad is the road. How bad is the road. For transport alone, we spend 22,000, almost 23,000, almost 23,000 just to transport my manager. Don't talk of hotel bills, don't talk of food and accommodations. These are money we put up together. People like you that are watching today donated. Instead of you coming to abuse people doing the good thing, try to as well support. The peace ambassador, the vice president of the peace ambassador here, Ambassador John Bolivar, supported my foundation. He donated massively to the foundation. He's a white person, he's not a black person like you, who want to see Lawrence Joe for the force. People are praying. When I set up my foundation here here, people here in Melbourne were busy telling people, oh, he went to go and set up foundation so that you think we are going to donate for him. Brother, I did not ask for your foundation. All I asked for is for you to give to the poor. No, don't give to me. I don't need it. I'm living large. I'm living comfortable. I can decide not to do anything. God knows my heart. Nobody will come and persecute me if I don't want to give. The most important thing about what we do is about sharing our hearts. Hey, oh yeah. Yeah, what we do is about imparting lives. It's about sharing the affection we have about giving out to the people. A lot of people just go on the internet, yap, because people, Two-Face rally said, a lot of people are going to talk about you because they cannot do what you do. Leave us alone so that we can do what we do best in order for us to impact so many lives. Africa is dwelling in colonization era. The white people is in a space race. Is there any African countries you can go that have one good road? If you go to South Africa, they're one of the most developed nations in Africa. They have the biggest sickness of raping people, raping their sisters and mothers and sisters. They rape in every 10 seconds. There's a rape in South Africa. In Nigeria, in every 10 minutes, there's someone is kidnapped. Africa have too many diseases they are fighting. There are a lot of videos circulating from South Africa that Nigerians and other nationals are doing human trafficking. Because everybody want to get rich. And when they have this money, they want to trample on people's head. Instead of them to support the people, do the needful, they will not. That's why I constantly tell people that the life we live is what we make out of it. You can't miss it. Please support the ideology and mission and vision of other people instead of you going around spreading fake rumors, fake, You see, people say lies in wait for those who's going to mark their name in history. It's not easy. It's not easy for us who do foundations, who run foundations. Thank God, with Lawrence J. Osayande Foundation, a lot of Abuja, will show them another side of something people never thought of. It was massive. People turn out in numbers. People turn out in numbers. That is how it's done. People feed the needful. People use their energy to help people. If you go on my Facebook page, you will see pictures. Pictures don't lie. So when I come here to talk about foundation, I'm not doing it for myself. I'm trying to help the poor. I'm trying to help the people who need it most. Not because some of them are not poor, but at that particular time in their life, they are feeling struggle. They are feeling neglected. They are feeling miserable. Sometimes people are feeling miserable because of one thing or the other. So you need to be able to counsel people's life like a speed of light, so that they can easily adjust. Leaving people to be stagnated in one particular position can create depression, can create a lot of things. Our girls in Nigeria, they're still using tissues. They're still using rag. People soak paper in the water just to stop their monthly cycles. People are having chlamydia. People are having thrush simply because they cannot afford sanitary pads. We need to teach people hygiene. We sit down in the altar of our best home in Europe, in America, in Australia, in Japan, in Asia countries, without imparting life. When you see people doing things, please try to support. And if you cannot support by word of mouth, if you can put a hand in your pocket, there's nothing too big. If you have $2, if you have $3, if you have a means of transferring that thing to help one another. I can't really tell to people, if you want to go to church on Sunday, knock on your neighbor's house and ask if they've eaten their breakfast. If they have not eaten breakfast, the money you are going to go and give to that doctor, evangelist, prophet, whatever they call themselves, that is going to fly a private jet, use that money to buy food for your neighbor. It will go a long way to survive them. Instead of you dipping your hand in your pocket simply because you felt in the need, say, oh, you are going to the house of God, you need to go and put money in the pocket. Every house is a house of God. There's no house of devil. Every house you pass through is a house of God. Whatever you have to use to impart life, knock on your neighbors, check the people around you. Have they eaten breakfast? Have they eaten lunch? Have they eaten dinner? Do they have roof over their head? If you feel the needful to give peacefully from your heart. That way, you are imparting life. That is the reason why we set up foundations. That is one of the reasons because we really feel the need to impart life. It's a vision we have. We don't just wake up in the morning and say, oh, let us go and set up foundation because we want to be rich. No. This is a God calling, just the way God called pastors to go and preach in the altar of God. The same way God has called us to give, to lead, in order for us to impart life. So brothers and sisters, let's touch life together. When you see people doing good things, support them. We are not doing it to corrupt the mind of the people. We are doing it because God has asked us to do it. God has put us in a position in order for us to reflect within our life that if we do not do it, one day we'll go to heaven, wherever we go, God will ask us, the purpose of you in life, we are not done. Why? And what excuse do you have to give? So this is one of the reasons. I don't just wake up one day and say, oh, let me go and set up a foundation simply because I want to do this, I want to do that. No. It was a vision, it was a calling. I have the vision and the vision in my head. It rings bell that if I cannot do it, God have the answer, or I have the answer to answer, the question to answer in God's kingdom. So every home is God's home. Every life is owned by God. Let's impart life together. Let's touch life together. My next event is in Edo State by the end of November or in the middle of November. So we try to set up date so that we have enough doctors who's going to be there doing consultancies. These are all these people. We pay their services, but I don't get paid. I don't make one naira from my foundation. I don't get paid. I'm living comfortable here in Australia, but I pay staff. I pay workers. People are receiving 50,000 a month. People are receiving 25,000. The list in my office is 25,000. We pay for cleaners. We pay for everything. Nobody in Nigeria will help you for free. Even your family will not help you for free. I can remember those days when I asked people to go and clear my grass on my land. They still charge me. At the end, when I go there, the land was not clear, and they were collecting money from my pocket. That's aside. This is the way we live our life. We are not rich. I'm not rich, but I'm living comfortable. When you live comfortable doesn't mean you are very rich. No, at least I have a roof over my head. What about those who don't have? How do we support them? That is the reason I always come here. This is not time for politics. It's about time to start telling you people that the life we are all living is what we're going to make out of it. I see people using Bible online to abuse people simply because somebody does not support your ideology, or another person is in a different political party. You come around and start abusing the whole world. Now that everybody is now feeling so pompous. Come on, man. God has placed you in a position of power to support people. He did not put you in a position of power to quote the Bible and interpret it wrongly. He did not put you there to castigate others simply because you are able to eat 3 square meal. No. If you are able to eat this 3 square meal and you have a leftover, give to those who don't have. That is the reason I set up foundations to impact life, to support the needful, to give out, to call on philanthropists, to call on individuals, to call on people. Tomorrow is a Sunday. You go to church and start dancing. Oh, COVID-19 must die. Die. Oh, God, let it die. Who are you going to kill if you cannot support your neighbor before you leave home? If you cannot do the needful before you leave home? If you cannot even clean your bedroom before you leave home? You go to church and go, die. Who is going to die? My people. Let's touch life together. Let's impact life together. Let's provide and make life possible for other people to achieve at least 1/4 of what you are living. It's very, very important in our lives. Don't go around castigating people. Don't go around. People used to call people here and say, Lawrence, Jeffrey, he came to eat. That's what they say. Jeffrey Lawrence came to eat. He come to Australia to come and eat. How many people come here to eat? That's what people say. And the funniest thing is, I live more comfortable more than these same people. At a point in life, people don't want to come to my house. They say, Jeffrey did not buy a house, so as a result, we are not going to go and visit him because he's renting. Come on, man, brothers and sisters. I am better than you. Simply because you cannot do what I do does not mean that you are better than me. No. God has placed me in position to help others. When I set up Showbiz Entertainment, people went on Facebook, start writing friends in Europe, sending messages and say, don't support him. He doesn't have the temperament. I train people here to do show business. And today, people start bragging they are the owner. I lay low. Because I know my worth in the society. People see police officers here because they run foundation, they go and take pictures with the commissioner of police and the like. They were amazed when their wife saw me in the AIG office, in the commissioner's office. I don't take photos. Doesn't mean I don't know the road. I don't take photos. Doesn't mean I don't know people. So that is how it is. Mr. Madunusi Chinjunchi, I clap for you, man. My brother, I hail. You are a nice guy, man. May God continue to bless you. Please help me share this video. Let's touch life together. This is the way I roll, man. I like to let people understand that do the needful. Do the needful. God will come and knock on your door, even when you least expected it. The day you think God has left you behind, that is the day God carries you the most. Because the life we live is what we make out of it. I constantly tell people that marriage is a picture that is not yet printed. People don't understand this. To be in love is like a speed of light. It's like a speed of light. Whoever thought Abraham and Eve and Sarah will have child? But how many kids do they have now? They are the father of the world. That's the way it is. So when you see people doing good things, support their vision, support their mission, support them. At the end of the day, you're not just supporting them, you are impacting life, directly or indirectly. So Abuja was light up by Lawrence J. Osayande Foundation and Damilola House of Trendy. So if you see the people, the crowd, you never see how many houses that came out to support an Edo man vision. But in Edo, they will start abusing you online. They will start throwing jab. All of them become Mike Tyson. All of them become Heaven the Holyfield. They want to be Adesanya, kickboxing. All of them, they want to be Muhammad Ali. Everybody want to throw jab at you. You see all of them try to dodge punch. And Hausa people came out in numbers to support what I do. But here in Melbourne, people say, oh, Lawrence went to go and set up foundation because they are expecting, Lawrence is expecting them to donate. Did I ask you, brother? Even if you have 1 billion, you want to eat it by yourself, keep it to your pocket. But at the end of the day, one day you die and you go. That money you thought you did not want to give to Osayande Foundation, somebody else will spend it. In most cases, your child might not even eat out of it. Believe me honestly, a foundation is when somebody gives you a help that you least expected. I help the rich because the rich also cry. Over here, I help the rich because they also cry. One way or the other, everybody help one another. It's not by your make, it's by the might of God that we are able to be in a position to help somebody crossing the road, to help somebody navigate into the train, to help somebody who missed his way. That is a help. So nobody cannot, even the beggar in the street can direct you when you miss your road. Even the layman, you can ask questions. So the rich also cry. It's give from your heart. Don't throw punches when you see people doing good things. Support them. But if you don't have money to support them. But if you can write, just write a good thing there. Somebody go and say, hey, another criminal. Oh, hey, he did not support your vision. He did not support your mission. He did not give to your foundation. But he will be the first person to call you a thief. He will be the first person to call you 419. Because he doesn't have, his heart is so wicked, the heart is so poor, the heart has so many rubbish loaded in there. On Sunday, the same person will go to church and ask God for mercy, and ask God for blessing, and ask God for all things. He will discover that he will go to church from when he was in the mommy's tummy, and go to church from the mommy tummy till when he's 70, 60 years, 80 years old. God will not answer their prayer. So you know why? Because the heart is so bad. It's a baby born dead. Destination heaven. So this is how it should be. You know, my people, let's take out our bitterness and impart life. It is not just only about you, but about others. Not just me. Let it be others as well. When you see people do what you can't do, support them morally, naturally, and otherwise. Do not go slap them in their face. Do not go nudge them in their back. God says in the Bible, do not abuse the rich from the bedroom, because the best of the sky will take the news to them. People begin to wonder today, how did Jeff get all his information? It's because of people care. It's about people love. You go discuss about me. 2, 3, 4 days later, somebody will give me a call and say, this is what this guy said. You know what I say? I say, leave him alone, because he doesn't know what he's doing. That is the voice of the Lord Almighty. That is the voice of God. And when you speak the voice of God, you impart life. This is how it should be. It's not about you, me. No. Take it out. Be free. Let God manifest in your life. Let God use you. Be a wind of change. Remove that hatred out of your mind. That way, you'll be closer to your zeal and goal. That way, your achievement in life will be reckoned. Because I said to people, life is waiting for those who is going to mark their name in history. Can you take this kid back? You know. So that's where it should be. Don't mind the noise of the kids. The kids is around. It's early in the morning here. Everyone is running around. And it's happy to have kids running around, but sometimes you have to let them understand the facts of life. So that is where it should be. Brothers and sisters, mothers, widows, wherever you are, try as much as you can to do the needful. The account number is there. If you think you have the zeal, the temperament, the agility, the kindness, whatever it takes you, just donate. It doesn't really matter. The white people donate money for the black people. Why can't we support the white as well? Why can't we support our brothers and sisters? The white man will set up a foundation. He will say, donate $2 to support the black man in Africa. But when a black man set up a foundation to help the black man, you see his brothers and sisters start fighting him. Then he don't mind him. He's going to enrich himself. Trust me, believe me honestly, half of the money you donate to this, most of the white foundation doesn't go to Africa. They buy Lamborghini. They go and buy a helicopter. They go and buy all sorts of things. Why are white people set up grant for Africa? Can't we also set up a grant to give money to the white? When I was growing up, Nigeria used to give money to countries, Fiji, Samoa, all these countries around. We were rich. Nigeria was so rich. But today, because of corruption, the country go down. At 60, Nigeria was celebrating Independence Day where people were busy dancing in the mud with the Nigerian flag, green and white. They were standing inside the mud. It's because why? Our greed. We believe in hatred. We hate ourselves so much that we don't want to see anybody doing a charity work. Ambassador Osayande, he came out to explain one another. Let be our brother's keeper. That's what is written in the Bible. Let be our sister's keeper. Let be our mother's guard. Let protect one another. Let do the needful. Instead of we becoming a Adesanya, with one stretch, he will get a knockout. You know, the life we live is what we make out of it. Let believe in one another. Support one another. We don't want to go to church. Hey, we don't want to go to church on Sunday, and then on Monday, you already, even right from the moment you come out of the church, you started abusing people. And you are asking God for blessings and mercy. How does that come? If you cannot even mercy yourself, if you cannot even remember that you have just gone into the house of God to ask God for mercy, pray to God for support, pray to God for healiness, you forget instantly. And the moment you are out of that spot, you start abusing everyone around you. Somebody call you on the phone. Instead of you to answer, you look at the call, you put the phone back in your pocket, and you just come out of the church. Some pastors also do it. They want to feel on top of the world. Some pastors want to be celebrity. You call them on the phone, they will look at your call number like this, they put the phone back in their pocket. They want to feel so important. They will call you back after 1 hour or 2 hours. They will say, oh, I was busy. It was never busy. So such people, they don't have the fear of God. They only have the fear of man. They don't have the fear of God. If you ring a pastor and you look at your call like this and put the phone in your pocket, or just close it and you start discussing, instead of you to tell the person, oh, this is an important call, or you don't know why this person is calling, let me pick up the call and answer. If it is not important, so please, can I call you back? I'm a little bit busy. They will not do that. They will look at the call. Some of them, they're not doing anything. They're just standing in the street. They will get your call and put back your phone in the pocket. And they want to feel important. Because we live in a free world, with free Wi-Fi or free credit, they will call you back in an hour or 2 hours and tell you they were busy. Absolutely, they were not busy. They're just there trying to feel respected, whereas they are not being respected. Some of these pastors are gossipers. You tell them something, tell them your story. Instead of them to keep it to themselves, they will just pick a phone the moment you leave and call the whole world. Today, when they see you doing the good thing, they will never support you. They will say, hey, don't mind him. He's only trying to make a way for himself. God has made a way where there seems to be no way. Not just only for myself, but for the people around me. And for those who is going to share my idea, who share my vision in imparting lives, who going to see this message today and believe in it. Because at the time you thought God has left you behind, that is the time He carried you the most. God has been in part of my life. God has been protecting me. God has lifted me from all sort of obstacles. They have lifted me from all sort of bondage. People used to come and shit in my car. They turn out to be a bed. In the middle of the night, they will fly and stay hanging temporarily on top of my car like this, and they start poo-pooing on top of my car. They will shoot green, they will shoot black, they will shoot yellow, they will shoot all sort of colors. Even to the handle where you can open the car. They did all that. I never do much, But there was a day I have to take it upon myself to come and wait for that bird. I have to stone the bird in the sky when it was coming to pull. It was fearful, but I believe at that point in time, I have to do the needful. Here in Australia, does it really matter how I stop it? No. Because when God is for you, nobody's going to be against you. No matter what people are going to say about your life, you're still going to be on top. Somebody's going to say, oh, hey, tomorrow is Nigeria Independence Day celebration by the NSV here. A lot of controversy surrounding NSV. All simply because people feel they are on top. They don't want to listen. They feel untouchable. Thank God somebody came out, tried to fix it and make it more unique. Dozier, Dele, Razak, Ekene, the ambassador, Pastor Moses, and Tolu, Esther, Ogutade, all these people are unique people. Adetifa, there's so many. Emmanuel. God plant leaders. God plant leaders in your midst. But do not turn yourself to autocratic in order for you to do the needful. The life is always what we make of ourselves. You know, God has planned leaders. There's Elvis now is now the president of the Igbo society. Who will ever say that? He is also the president of the Rotary Club in Craigieburn. God plant leaders. God plant leader. If you attempt to pick something and your hand is not touching it, get a ladder. If your ladder cannot catch it, get somebody to support you. That is to tell you, you are not meant to do that thing. Get someone else to do it for you. God has planned leaders in our midst. So, if you see people are doing what you can't do, support them. Support them. In order for you to grow in spirit, your support, God will send somebody else to be your helper. God will send somebody to also support you. It is not just about you, or me. Let it be for others as well. Because at the end of the day, we are all helping one another, try to reach a goal that we all set out for ourselves. The life is so simple when we take it so simple. There's no point fighting one another in order for us to make an ends meet. No. When we set up foundations, we know there's always gonna be critics. We know there's always gonna be somebody that have a brain dead. Mostly those people who abuse people doing foundations, because they are having a brain dead, they want to abuse people. Their brain is dead. Because God have a way for his people who want to import life, who want to do the needful. Oh yeah. Put that thing back there. Don't take anything out of there. Go and make mommy in the room. And if you cry here, you're going to get yourself. I'll put you back of the house. You know. So that's how it is. We have to find a way to support those doing the foundation. Once again, thank to those who make it more positive, more successful in Abuja. May God continue to guide and protect you guys for the foundation. So the next bus stop is in Edo State before we decide the next stop. And hopefully we'll be able to assemble ourselves in Delta State by January or February next year. So, but for now, we're going to take it back to Edo State in Benin City, where we'll be assembling people, and then try to go to the rural areas where they need it most, so that we can be able to impact lives. In order for us to teach people how it is done. The life we live is what we make out of it. Thank you guys for watching. Share this video anytime, any minute you see it coming. Bye for now.